This is a tutorial on how to use your Smart Notebook slides in other programs such as Photo Story, Movie Maker, or to use them just as pictures in a PowerPoint presentation. So if you want to export this picture, you go up to File, and you can go to Export, and you have a couple of different choices. You have Web Page, Image Files, PDF, and PowerPoint. So we're going to do Image Files. So I'm going to click on Image Files, and I'm going to tell it where I want it to save it. So I'm going to hit the Browse button, and I'm going to just put it on my desktop because that's the easiest thing to do. Then I want to go down to Image Type and save it as a JPEG, and I just leave it on regular size. Then you're going to say OK. And now if you minimize your window, this has become a picture. So now it's a piece of clip art, or it's an image. You can use it in Microsoft Word or any other program. So let me show you. If you go to Word and you want to insert a picture, you go to Insert, Picture, and you would just go to the desktop or wherever you had saved it. You just scroll down. Mine is called Untitled because I didn't give it a name. And then you would say Insert, and there's your Smartboard picture. So I use this tool for students that maybe had accommodations for an IEP, and you can resize it like clip art and things. So I use this tool, and I would put it in as clip art for students who maybe had an IEP who needed to have handouts go home, and I had this Smartboard presentation, and I would just put it in Word. I would use it for different types of handouts. If somebody was absent, you could put the notes on a Microsoft document. So that was a helpful tool. You can also go up to File and go to Export, and you can do it as a PDF file. So if you want to, instead of putting it into Microsoft Word, you could just go for straight PDF file, and you could choose page borders or no page borders, thumbnails or none. You could decide where it says large, you could make it full page if you wanted to. You can make it medium if you wanted to. So this is another way that you could make notes for kids who have accommodations or who've been absent. You tell the number of pages. You can make them into handouts, full page, whatever you want to do. You can make it landscape, and then you click save when you've got it how you want it, and it's going to ask you how to save it. And I'm just going to call mine practice, and then you hit save. And now if I minimize it, it saves it as a PDF. And this is really helpful if you're trying to email someone part of your presentation, and there it is as a PDF file. So it can be printed. It works really well with emailing. If you were needing to send your principal an example of something you've done with technology, that would be a really good way to do it. There's another thing you can do. You can go to File, Export, and turn it into a PowerPoint. So if you're going somewhere that doesn't have Smart Notebook, and I'm going to call this one Practice again, then you can save it as a PowerPoint, and then that way you can still use your slides that you've created in Smart Notebook, which is a very, very helpful tool if you're going somewhere without Smartboard or without the Smartboard software. You can do it that way, and then it turns it into a PowerPoint presentation. The only thing that it has trouble with is it will not convert any sounds or animations or anything like that. Here is the PowerPoint presentation, and it's going to open it up. The longer your Smartboard presentation is, the longer it's going to take to convert it into PowerPoint. As you can see, it's taken a really long time just for one slide. So if you had a Smartboard presentation that was 30 or 40 slides, it may take a very long time to convert, but it is also a useful tool, and it's taking a while here to show you, but that's another way that you can do it. Maybe when we come back, it'll be ready. If you go up to File, Export, and we're going to go back up to the top to a web page, you would save it as whatever you're going to call it. I'll call it Practice 1, and then hit Save. And now our Our PowerPoint is still working on it. Now it's going to be in an HTML document, so it's going to be able to be used as a web page. So that's just going to show you some other things as well, but for some reason we're having trouble getting it to open. There it goes. But it can do that, and it's going to kick it out as a web page, so that you have it for that. Let's see if it did our PowerPoint also. It did do PowerPoint, so that'll kind of show you there. So this is our PowerPoint that it did, and we'll also do a web page. So those are some ways to export in Smart Notebook.